Let's look at a few scenarios that require provisional voting. At this point, you should be comfortable with a driver's license scanned voter, those voters who come to your polling location, present a valid photo ID, and whose name and address both match the e-poll book. But what do you do in other situations? What if the voter says a different address out loud than what the e-poll book says? A different name? What if the voter previously requested an absentee ballot? All of these are times when the voter should vote provisionally. Let's break down this crucially important concept by going through some what-if scenarios. Every voter enters your polling location and approaches the check-in e-poll book. The poll worker asks the voter for photo ID, and after scanning it, asks them to verbally provide their name and address. What if the voter then says an address that is different from the record in the e-poll book? They say, "I live at 123 Main Street," and the e-poll book says they live at 567 Walnut Street. We've got an issue. The voter will be directed to the VAT table where they get checked in again. Then, the poll worker at the VAT table will update the address information in the EPB to the voter's current address, 123 Main Street, not 567 Walnut. The address is updated in the EPB, the voter completely fills out a provisional envelope, the ballot is scanned with the stub torn off, and a yellow sticker is placed over one of the ballot's barcodes. The voter completes voting their ballot, then seals it inside the provisional envelope, and places the envelope in the provisional and unscanned ballot bag. What if the voter says a different name than the record in the e-poll book? This happens frequently with changes in marital status. At the check-in table, after providing ID, the voter verbally provides their name and address. But if the voter says, "My name is Anna Johnson," while the e-poll book says, "My name is Anna Smith," the voter needs to be directed to the VAT table, where they get checked in again. The poll worker will ask for proof of the name change, something with both the new and former name, like a marriage certificate. If the voter has proof, they fill out a 10L form and vote regularly. If they do not have proof, they will follow the same process as the address change voter we just went over. The record is updated, the voter fills out the provisional envelope, etc. The process for voting provisionally with a name change and an address change are very similar. What if the voter previously requested an absentee ballot? The voter will approach the check-in e-poll book, present photo ID, and verbally provide their name and address. The check-in EPB will then say that the voter requested an absentee ballot and direct them to the VAT table. For this voter, the VAT poll worker does not need to update any information in the EPB. However, the voter will still fill in a provisional envelope. The poll worker will scan the barcode stub and, after verifying that the ballot is correct, tear off the stub. Then the poll worker will place a yellow sticker over one of the ballot's barcodes, and the voter will place their voted ballot in the completed provisional envelope. This ensures that only one vote counts per voter. Finally, what if a voter comes to the polling place with no photo ID at all, or an unacceptable form of ID? Just like every other voter, they will approach the check-in EPB. The poll worker should ask if the voter has acceptable ID, if they left it at home, and if they would like to retrieve it before voting. If the voter does not have an acceptable form of ID or does not wish to leave to retrieve it, they should be directed to the VAT table. There, the poll worker begins by touching the red No ID button on the home page of the VAT EPB. They fill in the voter's information as the e-poll book asks for it by asking the voter for their name, address, etc. The voter fills in a provisional envelope, leaving Section 5 for photo ID provided blank. After voting, the voter will have 4 days to present a valid photo ID to the Board of Elections to ensure that their vote counts. In all 4 of these cases, it is essential that the poll worker reads the blue box instructions on every screen of the EPB and uses the provisional voting booklet for more specific instructions for every voter. This ensures that every single eligible vote will count and that you will not accidentally disenfranchise a voter. It will also help to ensure that your ballot accounting is correct at the end of the night and that every voter only votes once. Please read the instructions on the EPB screens, and if you are unsure of what to do, call the help desk. As poll workers, we work together to ensure that we serve the voters of Hamilton County. Voting provisionally will be covered in greater detail throughout this training section. Thank you.